My name is Ishani, and today I'll be reading a story from the book Startdust to SuperComputers, a journey through time, science, and imagination. This book is available on Amazon. I'll share the link below. You can also find this story on Questy Kids app, where kids can learn exciting life lessons through stories and fun facts. Most importantly, it's a great free resource for kids 6 to 12 years. On Questy Kids app, you will find many stories under Story Time. This is the book that we're going to be reading. Let's start. And today I'll be reading a chapter from Start to SuperComputers. Chapter 1. Terra becomes Earth. Topic: Formation of Earth. Main characters: Cosmo, a sparkly adventurous comet who loves to zoom through space. Terra, a curious, determined baby planet just forming in the chaos of early space. Long ago, before there were trees, oceans, or even air, space was a wild place, full of floating dust, glowing gases, and fiery explosions. Zoom! Cried the Cosmo to Comet as he zoomed past clouds of swirling hot gases and tumbling rocks. Careful! Called a tiny voice from the storm. Cosmo slowed down and looked. Right in the middle of the swirling mess was a little lump of rocks and lava. I'm trying to become a planet here, the little lump puffed, puffing out little clouds of gas like a sneeze. Cosmo twirled around her, sparkling. You? A planet? Right now you're just a lumpy ball of rocks and goo. But I'm growing, said the lump proudly. My name is Terra. Watch this. Terra spun faster and faster, pulling more dust, tiny rocks, and gas toward her with invisible arms called gravity. She shook and rumbled until, boom! A huge burst of heat and light exploded around her. When the dust cleared, Terra was a glowing bright orange, her surface bubbling like a pot of hot soup. Whoa, said Cosmo, his icy tail shimmering. Now you're cooking, said Cosmo, impressed as he zoomed in closer. Millions of years passed. Terra kept spinning, shaking, and cooling. Fiery volcanoes erupted everywhere, and giant meteors still crashed onto her surface. But then something wonderful began. The hot gases around Terra thickened into heavy clouds. The sky grew darker, then plop, 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 plop. Rain! At first the raindrops sizzled against the hot lava, hissing into steam, but Terra kept cooling. And the rain kept falling day after day, year after year, for thousands of years. Seas stretched into wide, shimmering oceans. Puddles grew into lakes. Lakes grew into seas. Ah, Terra sighed, feeling the coolness wash over her fiery skin. That feels wonderful. The rain not only cooled her down, it shaped her, carving deep valleys and smoothing her rugged surface. And then something magical happened. Some of Terra's rocky skin crumpled and pushed upward, forming the first mountains, tall and proud, reaching toward the sky. In some places where the rain were rare, vast deserts spread across the land, shimmering under the bright sun. But in some places where rain and rich soil danced together, something green appeared, little sprouts. Tiny leaves unfurled, grasses blanketed the hills. Trees stretched their arms toward the sky. Before long, colorful flowers bloomed all over the valleys and meadows. Pinks, yellows, purples, blues, a whole rainbow of life. Terra looked around at her mountains, her sparkling oceans, her rivers, her forests, and her gardens of flowers. I did it, she whispered, tears of joy sparkling like dew. I became Earth. and I am beautiful. Cosmo zipped by, showing a trail of stardust in celebration. Told you, Terra, you were always meant to be something amazing. And Terra beamed, feeling more alive and proud than ever. The journey was just beginning. What really happened? Science explanation. Over 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system did not look anything like it does now. There were no planets, no moons, not even a sun as we know it. Only a huge cloud of dust and gas drifting in space. Then something massive happened. Maybe a nearby star exploded, called a supernova, causing the cloud to collapse inward and start spinning like a whirlpool. At the center of the spinning disk, the sun was born. The leftover pieces of rocks and dust and ice kept circling around the sun. The birth of Earth. Tiny dust specks bump together, bump, stick, crash, smash, stick again. This process is called acceleration. Tiny pieces clump together, making larger and larger rocks, until a giant ball formed, baby Earth. But Earth wasn't calm. It was a fiery lava world. Volcanoes roared and giant meteors crashed into her constantly, adding more and more material. Water arrives. As the Earth's surface cooled, steam and water vapor in the air condensed into liquid. It rained and rained for thousands of years, forming the first oceans. Scientists also think that icy comets hit the Earth and brought even more water. Now, Earth has 3 magical ingredients for life: soil, ground, water, a protective blanket of gases, atmosphere. Earth's early atmosphere. At first, the Earth's air wasn't friendly. It was packed with carbon dioxide, methane, and steam. There was no oxygen yet, so no humans or animals could live there. But soon, tiny life forms would begin to change Earth's air forever. Check out Questy Kids on Apple Store and Google Play Store. That link is in blue.